We would like to talk to you about the vaccination against COVID-19.
It's a fact that COVID has hit the Black community, the BME community quite hard. So this message is for everybody, really. It's not limited to just people from the BME community. And I know that people have concerns. I did have my own concerns in the beginning. I've done a bit of research. I've talked to a few people. I've talked to my GP. And, they've reassured me.
I know that the BAME community have had a long-standing contentious relationship with the government that is full of distrust. A lot of my members of staff first came to me and said, we're not taking the vaccine. Many of those staff have had the first jab administered. So do your research. You can go to your manager, get that information, process it, take as long as you need, and then do what you feel you need to do to keep yourself and everyone around you safe.
So no vaccine is ever 100% effective. They were developed quickly. Those were some of my concerns personally. But this is because the government and pharmacy companies put a lot of resources to develop these vaccines because the world needs to control the pandemic. The vaccine does not cause COVID. They don't contain any live viruses. The vaccines do not contain any animal products or alcohol. They are halal. The vaccines don't contain any MRC 5 cells. The vaccines don't contain any microchips. That was one of the big things. Everybody, I think that was one of the concerns. I think the message was they were targeting Black people to change their DNA and to microchip them. But it's a vaccination. How, you have a box. Is there a box marked for Black people, box marked for white people? Just have a box for anybody that goes, So I kind of say that, how do you think they're going to do that? They're not just asking Black people to come and be vaccinated, it's everybody.
When the COVID started first in March last year, I'm one of those people who caught the virus. It was such a bad experience for me. I thought I was close to death door. I'd lost all my weight within that week. So, my wife, and she caught it from me as well. It was a frightening experience, and I wouldn't like anybody to experience that if they didn't have to. A lot of people have lost their life, hasn't been as lucky as me. As soon as I was offered the injection, I was offered it on the Friday, and I booked the appointment for Sunday morning. And I went down there straight and had that injection. I had a sore arm. I just had a headache. I took some paracetamol and I had a night sweat that night. Since then, I was fine. I haven't had anything. I went back to work the following day. If you're offered a vaccine and you test positive, how would you feel? For someone who's had the opportunity to have the vaccine and didn't take it, and now they've contracted the COVID-19, they've actually come to work and they didn't know about it. They probably passed that on, and now other people are infected. The alternative is obvious. There's not much out there. I would really strongly recommend that people do take the vaccine.
The only way we're going to fight this virus is to all get vaccinated. I don't see any other way, because if some people get vaccinated and some people don't, it will still sort of go around. But if we're all vaccinated, then we all get protected.
Whether you have the vaccine or not is your choice. No one is forcing you to have the vaccination, but we are very strongly encouraging you to have the vaccine to protect yourself from this terrible virus, which has killed so many people and caused so much suffering.